What are these Osho camps and how often do you run them? Osho, the camps, meditation camps.
No, his meditation camps are very intense. No? They are residential, and we have three type of camps. One is weekend camp for 2 nights, and then there is a monthly camps where we have 4 nights, and then we make camps for 8 days, intense camp. And in 8 days camp, we ask everybody to remain silent throughout the camp. We have a special food, vegetarian food, very controlled food, light food, and very regular routine. Normally we do 10 hours of meditation, right? And then we have silent sitting. So about 12 hours people meditate, and they live a very disciplined life for 8-10 days. And we name them transformation camp. After doing one camp for 10 days or 8 days, people transform their energy, and the same person does not return who has come to join the camp.
So, so mostly it's 10 days, around 10 days.
Mostly it is 8 days, 8 days. But after 8 days, if somebody wants to go further deep, then we have another course, 21 days.
And you run in your own center?
Yeah, we have 75 centers in Nepal, and this type of course is run in the most of the important centers in Nepal. The communes, we call it commune, where a lot of people can be accommodated together.
So can a person get enlightenment through meditation?
Yes.
Have you seen anybody?
Many.
So how do they do? Just meditate and then?
Yes. Enlightenment is the ultimate flowering of one's energy. So it happens through meditation, it can happen through disciplined life, it can happen through yoga, it can happen through devotion, it can happen through selfless service. So there is not a single, only a single path for enlightenment. Enlightenment is possible by anything if you do it sincerely and totally. I will believe that even a musician can become enlightened if you practice music as a meditation.
So you think enlightenment and Nirvana is the same thing or are they different?
There are slight difference. Nirvana is the ultimate enlightenment. For simplicity, I divide enlightenment into 4 parts. Just to teach, just to convince my students. So I said that the first enlightenment is the world realization of the world, how this world is made of dreams. So to realize this dream world is the first realization. Then the second realization is mind realization. That whatever we see through the mind, and we don't see it in actual color. We always project our mind, and we don't see the reality, we see the dreams world. So that is the second realization. That you don't see things, but you project. As long as you are under the mind, you project things. So you don't realize the reality. You always see things what you wanted to see. So that is the second realization. The first realization is world realization. Second realization is mind realization. The third realization I categorize self-realization. After you realize the world and mind, then you start searching for something which is permanent, which is real. Because mind is not real, and world is not real. It is all Maya. So what is the real? Self is real, your Atma, your soul, Ruh, our center, being is real. So realization of the self is third realization, we call it self-realization. Then comes the fourth realization, the God realization. God realization, the realization is this cosmos. The realization of this fact that you and me are not separate. We have same life. We have different body, but the same life, and we are not different. We are connected at some deeper level. So realization of that deeper level, where we are all one, we are not divided, is God realization, is the fourth realization. And Nirvana is after that. Nirvana is no realization. It's very difficult to describe realizing Nirvana. And Buddha has very beautifully explained it. Nirvana is like you have a candle and you just blow the candle and it's off. It goes, the light goes off. No? So nirvana is like everything becoming empty, silent. No? So nirvana happened, it cannot happen in the body. The ultimate nirvana is not possible in the body. The Mahaparinirvana which I was talking, it only happens after you drop your body.
And what was samadhi when that comes?
Samadhi start from the self-realization. Samadhi is not the ultimate thing. Like you are a teacher of yoga, so you must have read that Shavikalpa Samadhi, and the time-bound Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Sabhi Samadhi, Nirvi Samadhi, or Samadhi which happened for short time. It was Savikalpa Samadhi or Sabhi Samadhi. A Samadhi which happened for longer time is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So there are different types of Samadhi. We call it Satori. Satori is a Zen word for Samadhi. When you go into trance, when you go beyond the mind for short time, it is Satori. So there are different grades of Satori and different grades of Samadhi, which we are talking about Nirvana is further high.
And where the Tantra comes, and what's Tantra?
Tantra is another school. It's a very powerful school. Tantra is a meditation through love, through acceptance. So it's very powerful techniques. Tantra is very powerful techniques. But unfortunately, on the name of Tantra, what mostly people understand is free sex or sexual practice. Sex is a part of Tantra, but Tantra is not only confined to sex. Tantra means the technique. The actual meaning of Tantra is technique. And we define it, the Tantra is one which free you from Tama. Tama is darkness, Andhakara, darkness. Anything which makes you free from the darkness is Tantra. And the method by which you become enlightened is Tantra, the techniques. So Tantra means the techniques. But the Tantra accepts the sex as a very powerful technique. And it is. So Tantra school is a school of love. And a lot of people have misunderstood it. And there is not a clear-cut idea about Tantra in the world. So this word is not accepted in its purest form. Tantra is a pure school of meditation, and it's a very holy and very holistic.
Do you think its roots are very deep and back? Roots of Tantra can go to
Yes,
Buddha?
Tantra started from Shiva. We have the first recorded book of Tantra is Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, or Shiva Tantra, Hindu Tantra. So nobody knows how old it is, but Shiva is not a historical figure, so nobody knows whether 10,000 years or 15,000 years or 20,000 years. But Tantra was in existence even before Shiva. Shiva first documented it. He made a documentary on it, commentary on it. But Tantra was even before Shiva. So it is a very ancient science. But Shiva is the first master. As far as we know, Shiva is the first master who made a chronicle order of Tantra and who made a commentary on Tantra technique. He himself practiced Tantra with Parvati, with consort, and so he can be recognized as the first known master of Tantra. But Tantra it was existed even before Shiva.
You know, there are a lot of kinds of yoga there, but particularly Osho has advocated Kundalini Yoga a lot. So why, what do you think?
Actually, Osho has not advocated only one type of yoga. Osho,
Because if I see the books,
yeah, there are books on Kundalini Yoga, but Osho, basically, if you just say the one word, Osho, I will consider him more of a tantric than a yogi. No? He was more for Tantra. But he has preached yoga, he has preached devotion, because he is a master of many schools. And he advocates that you can become enlightened through yoga, You can become enlightened through Tantra, you can become enlightened through devotion, you can become enlightened through knowledge from Sankhya. So from Karma Yoga, by just doing selfless service. So in Osho you cannot categorize him that he is a yogi or tantric or devo or bhakta. Every color is in Osho. And he has preached different things. So that's why the confusion is there. Because once when we are talking about Tantra, he will say that he will speak in favor of sex. When he will talk about Mahavir, he will speak against the sex. So that's why people get confused what is his teaching.
Because sometimes he says something and...
Yeah, it's natural because he has to teach two different things, several different things. So for a particular student, he has to teach like a doctor. He does not prescribe the same medicine for all the patients. The medicine is according to the patient. And if one patient listen when doctor is talking to the another patient, he may get confused because doctor may suggest him to go for morning walk in the cold, and to other doctor may say that oh, don't you protect yourself from cold, remain in your bed till it becomes warm. So his prescription is according to the patient. That's why there is confusion.
So what do you think, what's Kundalini?
Kundalini is a life force. We have to awaken the Kundalini through yoga or through Tantra or through devotion. Kundalini is a potent force which is normally in a dormant state, in a sleeping state. They say that it's near our Hara center, below the navel center. And the objective of all the school of meditation is to awaken the Kundalini. The nature of the Kundalini is that if it is awakened, it starts rising. It's rising to higher chakra. We have 7 chakra in the body, and with the Kundalini rising to higher chakra, it brings positive transformation in overall personality. When it reaches to heart, the people become loving, and he develops sense of aesthetics. Sometimes he becomes poet, sometimes he becomes a painter. So nobody can predict what will happen when Kundalini will rise. The Kundalini is a powerful force, and it has to be awakened by method of meditation or yoga or tantra. There are different things.
So you have seen Osho very closely. What do you think was his Kundalini raised?
Certainly, he was totally enlightened person. So his Kundalini was risen up to the Sasra, the 7th chakra. That's why he has so much power.
So is there any unique meditation which Osho used to practice?
For Osho, actually he has become enlightened. So for him, silence was his meditation. When he used to live alone, most of the time he wanted to remain alone. And most of the time he was alone sitting in his room. So he was in meditation. So for any meditator, even for me, the silence is the best meditation. I don't need techniques because I have done techniques for 40 years. So for me, just sitting in silence is best meditation. And that was meditation of Osho.
So when you sit in silence, do you concentrate your views or thoughts on one point?
No, as long as you have to concentrate, your meditation is not mature. And it means that you are not supposed to sit in silence as long as you have to concentrate on some subject. I don't concentrate. I do sometime when my mind is active, I do some techniques, small techniques like dancing or chanting or Nad Brahma. There are 300 techniques by Osho. So I just do any technique for 5-10 minutes. But I have trained in meditation and I'm doing meditation since last 40 years, Osho meditation. So it does not take much time. 10 minutes or 15 minutes and my mind becomes silent.
So which one is your favorite Osho meditation?
My meditation favorite one is the Kundalini meditation, which is done in the evening. That's my favorite meditation. I recommend to many friends to do that meditation.
How do you do it?
It's 1 hour meditation. It has 4 stages. The first stage is shaking the body for 15 minutes and making body active and vibrant. The second stage is dancing with a beautiful music. For 15 minutes we dance with the music. That's the 2 stages preparation. Then you start the silence. In 3rd stage we sit down and remain in silence. And 4th stage we lie down and remain in silence. So it's a 1 hour meditation.